October 20th over here in Chase's Woods, and you can see the leaves are all starting to come down. There was really no bright reds this year at all. They all just kind of went to a yellow and then dropped. There's my puppy. Just going through the wood path here, taking the south loop instead of through the deep woods. This just goes through a short woods here, and then we end up out back in the fields. We did the other one last time we were here. We did the deep woods, and now we're going to do this side. This way. Path is right here. And some of the old rail fences there between the fields that the farmer used to have. Whenever I come over here now, all I think about is last winter, about February. I had hurt my left knee stepping out on the back deck. Felt a bit of a tear. Seemed to get better. So we were over here about 2 weeks later, and we were on a walk. It was fine. We went up that hill, that way to the top of that hill, and I was following her up, and the left knee tore like crazy, and then I had to come back down the hill, and I was in screaming pain. I mean literally screaming, but I couldn't stop. And I just took this kind of off-trail here, and it goes back to the cars on the other side of those trees, and I was crying. Oh, I never felt such pain. And I couldn't stop because I had the dog and there was no way anybody could get to me. So had to go and just push through it. And I was never so glad to get in the car in my life, but boy did that hurt. Now who would that be standing there in the opening? I think that's a Reefer. I do. Sure enough it is. And here we're coming into out of the field and into another woods that goes along the east side of this big field that's on a hill. You can see some of the old boulders that the guy moved. I think I've taken pictures of these before, but they never cease to amaze me how big they are. Now we're in the woods there that goes along the side of the field. In the summer, or in the spring, this is nothing but a mud heap, complete mud heap. There, she's going to wait for Dad to catch up. Just got to watch where I walk, because I don't want to step on a root or a sharp rock and throw my balance and hurt my arch. It's hard to see. Impossible to see actually underneath all the leaves, so you just got to be careful as you can. And that's the end of the woods down there, and then we go back up the hill. What'd you find? Something to sniff? Huh? Something to sniff? Yeah. And we're coming out at the end here, and this is over by the road where the culvert is that goes underneath the road to the other fields on the other side. We've never done that. It's always so wet under that culvert, and I've never done that with her. Plus, this is a long enough walk for the two of us. So, oh. It used to go right through there. You can see where she's headed. She remembers. But they've closed that off. Look, they've closed that off. She doesn't care. But I think they've made the opening over this way now. I'm hoping they have, because this is where the path seems to go. Yeah. Wonder why they did that. Well, I know it got awful wet over there in the spring. Hi! Yes, it's different. It's different. Did you come to find Dad? Yeah? I know. I know, it's different. And here we are. Yeah, the path used to come out right there where those rails are across. And we take that way back up the hill. There's the road, the main road, and the culvert, which we could go through now, but we've had a long enough walk. I don't feel like going way over into those far fields. So we're just going to go this way. Yeah, we're going to go this way. I know. And you came to get Dad. Yes, I know they've changed it. That's not right. You remember that. Yeah, I know you do. And they changed it on you without your permission. I know. This is the old tractor path that goes up to the top of the hill on our way back toward the car. Now that path there runs along the side of the hill, at the top of the hill. Now those trees there are where we walked through just now. Usually they're a blaze of reds. Nothing this year. This path would take us back toward the car, and then this path here loops around back to the main road and then back toward the car, which is how we used to always come on this path before they changed the entrances around. And there's the bridge, Gannon's Narrows. You can just see it there. I'll zoom in. And we're on the path at the top of the hill here. When Reese and I first started to come over here years ago, we would come in through that red gate where that red gate is. We'd just jump the ditch and come in off the road there. But then they closed that up and opened an entrance onto the road for walking down this path. There's the bridge, but it comes out opposite the actual sign here for Chase's Park, which is nice. I mean, that way it's all kind of in one area. There's the sign there, you can see. So the entrance now is opposite that sign. But what we're going to do is take this path back through the top of the hill toward the car. This is the path where I hurt my knee, on the far end of this one. Oh, look who just came out of the woods, or out of the grass, I should say. Always like it over here in the spring when the grass is long and green and lush. Any slight wind and the grass just starts to ripple like waves. It's beautiful. Little color there, not a lot. Yeah, it's pretty much over, and it really wasn't all that good. This is about where I had to stop when I ripped the knee last February. I had followed her up this hill, and coming up the hill just tore and I couldn't stand the pain anymore. I had to turn around and go back. But then I had to negotiate the hill down to the bottom of this hill, way down there, and then get back to the car somehow. And the car is way over in that direction by those yellow trees there. So it's quite a distance away. She's enjoying this morning. She's been Miss High Step Trot quite a bit. Loves it over here. Oh look, twins. Here's a nice tree there. Well, more leaves had come down than I thought. I got the John Deere, did a little mulching, and you can see the piles where I put them into the piles. Funny thing was, the geese were on the rock wall down there, the 3 geese, and you can see where I've driven pretty close to that rock wall down there. They didn't care. They just looked at me like, whatever. I also did over on the East Hill in front of where my security camera is, clear away some leaves from in front of it. To be picked up another time. Yeah, you can see where I cut there, and then the geese were right on the rock wall right there. The 3 of them. And they just didn't bother them at all. It's like, oh, it's him. And I just rode the John Deere right around and they didn't care. Animals are amazing. What is it? What is it? Let's go find out. Let's go find out. Come on. What is it? Oh. That's Carol down there. Yeah. What's this? On the trail by the trail cam tree. Oh. Oh. It's Karen. It's Karen the skeleton and a couple of babies. Oh my. Yes. Well now, who is that? Who is that? These are different. What are they doing on your road? Huh? I know, the young couple next door were putting up decorations for Halloween. Not that there's anybody on the road that actually does anything on Halloween because there's no kids, but they're having fun. But you got to check it all out because these weren't here, but they shouldn't be out here, right, Reese? There you can see the trail cam on the left, the road cam.